Isaiah 62 verse 6, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord Yahweh, or through his only begotten Son Yahushua, keep not silence, and give him no rest, till he establish and till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. Call Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, rule well and teach well. Shalom to the hopefully like men that scattered abroad, pushing the truth without sincerity. Right? Shalom to a few sisters that's taking heed also as well, and getting in order to these last days. And going to the article of Russia formally declares the U.S. as enemy. What next? Right? And this is prophecy, man. And as Isaiah 62 and 6 states, I have set watchmen upon thy walls. Right? We're the spiritual watchmen on all sides of that post, of that village, blowing the shofar. Right? Us reading and prophesying is us blowing that shofar, indicating a danger is near. And this is what the disciples was asking for, certain signs, right, in the book of Matthew 24, right? Because that's heavy, right, for Russia to formally, let's get the definition for formally. In accordance with the rules of convention or etiquette, officially, right? Right, so they let it be known it's official, it's up there, right? It ain't going nowhere, right? What I was grabbing, the book of Matthew 24. Right, because this is the heavy thing. Excuse me. Matthew 24, and start at verse 3. Right, it says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately. Right, talking about Yahushua, privately saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? Right, that we're going to eons, It says, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and this shall deceive many. Right, the anointed, Christ meaning the anointed. Verse 6, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. And all these are the beginning of sorrows. Right? So just to make the point, right? That's heavy, because they're letting it be open that America is an enemy to Russia and vice versa. So the tension is already there, going back and forth with the Israelis and Ukraine and the Gaza, all of that stuff going on. The Palestinians, the tensions are rising. So you're going to hear more of rumors of wars, right? But then within those rumors of wars, these soldiers on both sides, on both parties, are getting ready for battle. Through the media, we was hearing about how Russia got troops, but aircraft flying around Florida, Cuba, So things are definitely escalating, right? But it said the end is not yet, because why? We know one of the major prophecy that's going to set it off is that MO to the TB, right? The Revelation 13 verse 16, right? So let me go back to this article and let, just blowing the trumpet, man. Low one, this lesson is edifying. Go down some, right? It said, after months of rising tensions over Ukraine between Russia and the U.S., bilateral relations have hit a new low as the Kremlin spokesperson defined the U.S. an enemy. Right, and just letting it be known, with me personally feel as if, we already at the low stages of WW3, because it's already there. Pretty much they're putting it into play. It has to start from somewhere, but it's already on wax that the U.S. is backing up Ukraine, Russia going, standing up for its own, So yeah, like I say, we at the low stages of WW3. It's only going to increase until where it's noticeable, right? But second paragraph states, press secretary to Russian President Vladimir Putin I want to say it's Dmitry Peskov reportedly said, "We are now an enemy country for them, just as they are for us." During a press briefing on Tuesday, the Kremlin had previously referred to the U.S. and Western nations supporting Ukraine as unfriendly states or opponents due to high tensions over Ukraine's use of American supplied weapons on Russian territory. So, right, things are getting divided. Nations are rising against nation, kingdom against kingdom, right? And Russia is not no little boy. You know what I'm saying? Those big dogs. You know, so this is nothing but prophecy, right? Let me jump to the book of Isaiah 13, right? Because the Lord is rising the spirit inside these you could say princes, the powers over these other different nations, but He'll put them in the spirit of war. Matter of fact, before I go there, right, let's grab a scripture in the book of Ecclesiastes, 1 verse 9, right? Verse 9. The thing that have been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun, right? Because the Lord, these things play out, right? The Lord puts the spirit inside these princes to go inside battle mode, and that's what we're seeing now, right? We're seeing about drafts, right? Because the Lord is putting the spirit back on these people once again to get ready for battle, right? Going back to the book of Isaiah 13, and I'm going to jump to something else and I'm going to jump back, right? But Isaiah 13 and verse 17, he said, "Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them," right? Going to the modern day Russians, right? Because every time we seen Putin on any type of press, he just had like a chill spirit, like he just, calm, it just, but hey, you poked the bear, right? America has been poking that bear, and hey, man, that's like you chastising a bear. You playing with it. That's like you playing with a dog. You playing with a pit. Hey, you keep playing with the pit. The pit gonna, tighten up on you. He gonna lock in on you. Right, but it says, "Behold, I will stir the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it." Right, because we know what's coming time. Right, we know that Putin, they already have mentioned that America is an enemy. So pretty much it ain't no going back, right? It ain't no going back. America better buy themselves out of this, right? Because right now the Lord has both parties, all parties, setting up for World War III while they pushing out as if nothing is going on. But hey, these nations are getting ready for World War III. Let me jump from there right quick and go to the book of 2nd Esdras. Slacking, I meant to say Revelation. No, Isaiah. Slacking. I got all of those in my head at the same time. Isaiah 54 verse 16. It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work." Right? That's describing what? A missile. Right? It says, "And I have created the waster to destroy." Right? The Lord put the spirit on these scientists, these lab men to make these missiles, man. Right? And what He's orchestrating it for a certain purpose, right? WW3. Jump to the book of Revelation 11. Right? And all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Hey, this is where we at with it, man. It could be any given day that shit can really hit the fan. The progress towards just WW3, right? MOTB, first and foremost, right? Revelation 11 verse 14. "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly." Right, and it's coming around. We seen it, Nations are getting divided. Hell, Babylon the Great is being divided. MOTB is really at hand. We can see this thing real easily, You know, the dollar is on its way out. You know, the biggest thing that just hit the another big thing that hit the media was Saudi Arabia. You know, they pretty much not trying to go into partnership with America, and I think at a 50-year run, what I was seeing, a 50-year run, and they pretty much want to join with the other side, with the BRICS, right? I think the BRICS going into what? Brazil, Russia, I want to say India, China, and what's the S? I think it's South America. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? But pretty much they're going on the opposite side, man. And that's gonna make America just cave all the way in, right? And it's just the end of Babylon the Great anyway. I remember the brother Amwal Gabar was just saying, hey, Babylon is in that. If Babylon leans to the left, it's gonna fall. If it leans to the right, it's gonna fall. If it go forward, it's gonna fall. If it lean back, it's gonna fall. And hell, if it stands still, it's gonna cave in. It's meant for Babylon to go down, man. The Lord has put the spirit on these other nations, to give it what it's been asking for, man, right? Hey, because these other nations are drunk. They tired, of the bullying that America has been pushing, man, right? So from there, let me grab this in the book of Jeremiah, and I'm gonna close out with that. Because they're definitely getting in battle formation, and we about to see WW3 real soon, right? It's Jeremiah 51. And now I started verse 1. It says, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that raise up against me a destroying wind. And I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Let me see if I can grab this inside the NLT. I said 1. Slakia. Trying to find the right version so I can go straight to it on this phone. YouTube. All right, let me hit this inside the contemporary English version. Right, because it was a heavy hitter, right? Because this is what we're coming into, right? We know Babylon the Great is finna fall, man, right? And so to hit this article, we know that a lot of nations stand behind Russia too as well. Russia, China, Korea, and all its allies. They stand behind the Russia, and also, not to mention, even America-owned allies is going to turn against Babylon the Great, which is known as America, right? But let's get into it. Verses 1 through 4. Babylon will be destroyed. It says, I, the Lord, am sending a wind, right? And those winds are going to what being those ICBMs. Going back to the book of Isaiah 54 and 16. Right, it says, I, the Lord, am sending a wind to destroy the people of Babylonia, and Babylon is capital. Foreign soldiers will come from every direction, right? And when the disaster is over, Babylonia will be empty and worthless, right? Because we know 200, matter of fact, let's get it, 200 million missiles is going to shred through America, man. Revelation is in 9 and 16. Let's see. Right? I started at 15. Revelation 9 verse 15. And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the third part of men. Right? Esau, Edom, right? Babylon the Great. It says, verse 16, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them, right? Because them missiles going to be running like horsemen. That's the power that's the analogy, for the power, but a 200 million, 200 million. That was what was saw, right? So going back to Jeremiah 51, I was going to say something else. I think it's in 2nd Esdras I was thinking about. Back in verse 2, it says, foreign soldiers will come from every direction, and when the disaster is over, Babylonia will be empty and worthless, right? It says, I will tell these soldiers, attack quickly before the Babylonians can string their bows or put on their armor, kill their best soldiers, and destroy their army. Their troops will fall wounded in the streets of Babylon, right? Because America will be utterly wasted, right? Even going to Yehoshaphat when these troops try to go to the so-called Middle East, they're not making it back, right? The Lord putting the spirit on these other nations to get down and dirty on Babylon, man, and all his allies, right? I had something inside. Was it 2nd Esdras? I think it's 16. Just the point, right? Once, this is prophecy. All in all, this is prophecy that the Lord is bringing forth. And like I said, with an article like this saying they're letting the U.S., the Western, right, is an enemy. It let it's not turning back around, man. Right, and pretty much they're already in that war spirit. They training already, while you got our soldiers trying to do TikToks and still be, social media famous and stuff like that, not really paying attention, But 2nd Esdras 16 and verse 3, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back, right? Esau Edom can't even buy his way up out of this destruction he got coming his way, right? Let alone turn around a missile that's going to come heading towards Babylon. It's just a fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and who may drive? And what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire and stubble when it have begun to burn? Right, right, and pretty much, these nations, they see blood. They see the U.S., right? Babylon, America, it's on a plate. It's food, man. And nobody's finna stop Russia from handling business, man. And that's really just the scriptures, right? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer, right? That answer is no. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away, right? No one, right? Because the Lord said, I'm the author of confusion, and my words won't come back unto me void, right? So since WW3 is considered prophecy, and the Lord said this right here will happen, right? It's nothing Esau can do to counter that, right? It says, a fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? It's just a point. Right, let me jump down to 13. It says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss. When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world, right? And it's going to be really just another rulership, right? So they're going to be coming from Russia, China, to Korea, right? All these other nations heading to Babylon the Great, America. It said, behold, the plagues are sent. Also, these missiles are sent as a plague, and shall not return again, right? Once them things are shot out of those silos, they going where they supposed to be landing to, man. It says until they come upon the earth, right? I'll just keep going. Stop at 16. It says the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth, right? And I remember Putin was saying how he got the Satan 1s and Satan 2s, and he got artillery that can end all of us, You know, hey, going back to Isaiah 54:16, you know, created the waster to destroy, right? These missiles that they have, its job is to get rid of parts of the earth, right? Because that's how powerful they are. You know, but he already had told you, hey, he has weapons that can do that, right? And also, you know, it talks about how it's going to consume, like, you know, Babylon the Great is going to be like Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, worse than that. They're going to be waste desolate. It says, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. You know, just the point, right? The Lord's not going to make these missiles turn back around, right? Or these prophecies, you know, these other plagues that he has in store, they're not going to return it to him backward. You know, but Lord willing, was edifying, bringing out the point, right? America's on his way out, man. All right, Babylon the Great, which we know it, the city of milk and honey, is on his way out. All right. So Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm also leave the link inside the description box as well. Right, I'm going to give our honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadas. Till next time, Shalom.